Okay, now members, we have here the subtopic is use directed numbers in real life. So you're going to see how can we apply the integers, because we said integers and negatives and positives. So how can we apply that in real life? So let us see this one here. A racing car has two pedals. The acceleration pedal means when you press it, the speed increases, and then the stop pedal. When you press that one, the speed of the car reduces. It's like once the car stops. If the driver presses the acceleration pedal for 1 second, the car speed increases by 5 kilometers per hour. And if he stops pressing the pedal, it reduces the speed by 5 kilometers in 1 second. So it means that if you press, the car speed increase by 5 kilometers per hour in every second. If you stop pressing it, it reduces also by 5 kilometers in every second. Okay, if he presses the stop pedal, now we are on the stop pedal. The speed reduces by 10 kilometers every second. Now, if he presses the stop pedal, the speed of the car reduces 10 kilometers per hour by 10 kilometers per hour every second. So, if the car is moving at 180 kilometers per hour, what is the speed of the car if he presses the acceleration pedal for 4 seconds? If he stops pressing the acceleration pedal for 10 seconds, what's the speed of the car? Of course, after this, we are coming now to this. What is the car speed if after 10 seconds it presses the stop pedal for 2 seconds? If it stops pressing the stop pedal for 5 seconds, what's the speed of the car? So now I want to do this number in groups of 10. I want 10 members in each group. You are going to do it for 10 minutes. I'm giving you 10 minutes to go through this question. Then after, I'm going to correct that work and then we discuss it. So I'm going to be moving around. You can ask anything. So we have started. I'm counting 20 seconds. Put the name of your group on the top of that. So we have started it. So try this number out. That's the question. So you try it out. I'm going to correct those samples from you after the 10 minutes we've started. I'm going to move around to see, and then I correct some papers. Okay, I think 10 seconds have elapsed and these are the papers I've gathered. So I'm going to, this one is group A, I have group C, and I have group D. I have A, C, and D. So the rest you can try to follow as we discuss. Okay, I think everyone now has the idea about the question. Please let us get in order. Look at this side, and then we start. So I'm going to start with, let me start with group D. We are going to handle part A using the work from group D. Part A was saying, what is the speed of the car if it presses the acceleration pedal for 4 seconds? So this is our now solution. So part A. Now group D has said, so we say that if he presses the acceleration pedal for 1 second, the speed is increasing by 5 kilometers per hour. Now, it's pressing it for 4 seconds. It means that now, for every second, it is increasing by 5. What will be the speed after 4 seconds? So what did they do? What they did, they said, 1 second is equaling 5 kilometers per hour. Then what they say, the 4 seconds, the speed would have increased now 5 times the 4. And this would be now in kilometers per hour. And then for 4 seconds, the speed has increased by 20 kilometers per hour. Because we say every 1 second is increasing, the speed is increasing by not 2. There's a difference between 2 and by. So it's increasing by 5. So after 4 seconds means that every 1 second, you can just add 1 second, 5, 2 seconds, 10, 3 seconds, 15, 4 seconds, 20, you can every multiply. Now, because the speed is at 180, now the speed would be, we get what it has increased by plus what it was moving at. So, this will give us 200 kilometers per hour. So that's the speed of the car. If it presses the acceleration pedal for 4 seconds, so that's the speed of the car. If it stops pressing the acceleration pedal for 10 seconds, what's the speed of the car? Now remember that now this is the speed now we are at. So they are going to use the idea from group C. Okay, now group C, what they did, they said if it stops pressing for 1 second, the speed reduces by, now it was reducing by 5 kilometers per hour. So what they did, they got the 10 seconds times 5, then after they subtracted, because now the speed is reducing. So this is what they did. 5 seconds will be equal to, are they, no, it was 10 seconds, sorry. Seconds to be the 5 times 10 kilometers per hour. Why are we having, sorry, it's 5. If it stops, but here is stopping it for 5 seconds. But we know that every time it stops pressing, the speed is reducing by 5. But because there are 10 seconds, means that it's going to be the case. So this is going to give us 50 kilometers per hour. But now, this one, the speed is reducing because if it stops pressing, the speed is reducing. So meaning the speed now of the car will be, now remember, this is the speed we are at now. So for them, what they did, they got 200, then minus the 50 kilometers per hour. Why are they subtracting? Why do you think they are subtracting? Because the speed is reducing. Why is it reducing? He has stopped pressing the acceleration pedal. Okay, someone saying this, they subtracted because after he stops pressing the acceleration pedal, they told us that the speed is going to reduce by 5 kilometers per hour in 1 second. Because there were 10 seconds, it means that the speed reduced 50 kilometers per hour. So that's why they are subtracting. And here we are having 150 kilometers per hour. And that's their answer. Do we agree? Even the group D has the same. Okay, let us now go to part C. Let us go to part C. And we use, now I'm going to use group A. Okay, what's the speed of the car after 10 seconds? After 10 seconds, it presses the stop pedal for 2 seconds. Now after these 10 seconds, this is the speed the car now is moving at. It presses the stop pedal for 2 seconds. Maybe it's in a corner, because in the corner, of course, we have to reduce the speed already. So after 2 seconds, now we don't know, because now this one is pressing the stop pedal. But they say that they told us that when you press the stop pedal, now the speed is decreasing by 10. The speed reduces by 10. So 1 second is equal to 10 kilometers per hour. Now we are on the stop pedal. This is the stop pedal. Now, after these 10 seconds, that's why I want the car speed. If after 10 seconds, it presses the stop pedal for 2 seconds. Now for 2 seconds, we are going to be having now 2 times 10, which will be giving us 20 kilometers per hour. So now it has reduced by 20. So meaning now the speed will be equal to, now this is what we have, it's now our current speed. Get 150, then minus 20, which will be giving us 130 kilometers per hour. So that is now the speed after. So now when it presses, when you press the stop pedal, the car's speed is reducing rapidly to 10 than when you don't press anything. That's why we have that. So let us go to part B. If he stops pressing the stop pedal for 5 seconds, what's the speed of the car? Okay. Now group A said, I'm going to read them in order. Group A said, if he stops pressing the stop pedal for 5 seconds, what's the speed of the car? Group A, they are saying, what group A did, they got 5 seconds, they multiplied with 0. So group A, I'm going to show you how it's group A. So this is, I have group A here. Group A, I have group B, then I have group C. So I'm going to show you what each did. So group A, for them they said the 5 seconds will be equal to 5 times 0, which will be equal to 0 kilometer per hour. So then they came here and they said the speed is 130 plus 0, which is giving us 130 kilometers per hour. Okay, this is group A. Then group B, they say, so this is what group B did. 5 seconds will be equal to 5 times 10. Why do they multiply by 10? I think for them they said it's going to reduce by 10 kilometers, which is giving us 50 kilometers per hour. And then they say the speed is equal to, they got 130 minus 50, and they got 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, what did the group C? No, this was group C. This was group C. This was D. This was C. And this was D. Okay, so D, what they did, answers are interesting here. For 5 seconds, for them they said 5 times 5, which would be 25 kilometers per hour. So after there, what they did, they got now the speed as 130, then minus 25, which gave them, of course, 105. 105 kilometers per hour. Okay, now it's time to choose which one, which group has a right answer. We have 3. So group A is saying they are multiplying by 0. It means that for them, if you stop pressing the pedal, there is no reduction in speed. That's what they are saying. And then this one they are saying, after 5 seconds, for them they are saying that the speed is going to continue reducing by 10. Then C is saying, if it's not pressing the pedal, it's going to reduce by 5. Why are they reducing by 5? Because we said here, for them maybe that's their case. Stops pressing the pedal, it reduces by 5 kilometers per hour. Now, here, the answer, we are going to take the answer for group A. Why? Because when you look at this question, they just told us what happens if he presses the stop pedal. So if he presses the press pedal, the speed reduces by 10 kilometers every second. They never told us what happens if he stops pressing the stop pedal. All they told us is what happens if he stops pressing the acceleration pedal. But when he stops pressing the stop pedal, they never gave us any information. So we don't assume that the speed is going to reduce. After stopping the stop pedal, it means that our speed, it means that we take that speed. Because they never told us that after stopping pressing the stop pedal, the speed is going to reduce. So that's the idea. And so we take group A. Their answer is right. This one and this one, they almost tried. So those are the cases. So this answer is okay. This one okay. This one is okay. So this one is from group D. No? Group D. This one was from group A. And then this one was from group C. Okay. So that's it. I wish you well. Now you are going to try a number. There is a number in your guide which is dealing about temperatures. So it's going to be almost the same idea. You apply the same knowledge and then you try that work. Now, go and make notes in your own individual notes about this work. Then after, you bring your notes and that number in your learner's guide. It's exercise. Let me check here. That number is on page 25. You do that number on page 25 and then you bring it with your work, the new work. Now you write this work in your individual notebook and then you bring it and you see. So that's it. I wish you well.